Happy Tuesday! It's May 19th, 2020. I hope you enjoyed the 2 chapters yesterday. I have a quick little story for you today that's called Out in the Ocean. And it's this is one that I took from the classroom, but I also had one that I shared with Ashley. This was one of her favorite stories because she loves spending time at the beach. But I'm glad I took this one from the classroom because the one that Ashley and I had, all the pages got stuck together. Something must have gotten spilled on it or something. So you know what happens to books and animals and things that you love so much. And they get a lot of use and they get a lot of love and they kind of get dirty and sometimes ruined. So make sure you have the tools that you need today. You have your dry erase surface, your marker, and your sock or eraser or whatever you're using. And I have a word problem for you today, and I have a Guinness message today. And before we get started, remember that you're going to do writing about what you heard yesterday. And if you remember, Jack and Annie are in the ocean, and they're inside of something. What are they inside of? And they have a job to become master librarians to help Morgan. What was their job? What do they have to do? What do they have to solve? How do they have to do some research? Remember, finding the answers to hard questions. All right, so let's get started with our word problem today. All right, so Jack and Annie arrived on the reef, and there are 10 pieces of coral stacked in one spot on the reef. 3 more coral were stacked in a different spot on the reef. How many pieces of coral are there all together? All right, this is going to be an addition, and the answer is going to be more than 10. Okay, we're going to start talking a lot about team numbers coming up. All right, so draw what you know. 10 pieces of coral are stacked in one space. 3 pieces of coral are stacked in another space. Let's draw those out. 10 pieces of coral. My pieces of coral are just going to look like squares, and I'm going to make a row of 10 of them. I've written my 10, but now I'm going to go back and I'm going to double check, and I'm going to touch and I'm going to count so my brain can hear. I'm glad I checked. I have 1 too many. Okay, so I have my group of 10 corals. And now I'm going to make my group of 3 corals. Okay, 10 in one stack and 3 in the other. And now I'm going to make my number sentence. And I said that this is going to be an addition, remember? So I'm going to use the plus sign when we're putting things together to find out how many in all or how many all together. We use the plus sign. 10 corals in this stack plus 3 corals in this stack. Then we need that equals sign. Equals how many all together. Now, I could take the easy way and count all of these corals again, right? But let's stop and think. Right down here, it shows us how many corals there are. How many corals are there? 10. That's right. So I don't need to count them. I can grab onto 10 and put it in my brain. Remember when we used to do calendar together? Grab 10, put it in your brain, and count on. 11, 12, 13. Right? Good. And if we think about 13, we have 1 tens rod and 3 extras. So 13 is 1 tens rod and 3 extras. So 1 10 group and 3 more show 13. All right, so let's number bond this one. Right? Doesn't matter which way the arms are going off. But whatever bubbles are coming off, those are the parts, and this is the whole. So let's think about what is the whole. How many pieces of coral do we have all together? That's right, 13. So 13 is our whole. And what are our two parts that are coming off? One stack has 10, and the other stack has 3. Nice job. So those are our two parts to make 13 in this story. 13 pieces of coral. Nice job, everybody. We're going to be doing a lot of team number work in the next few weeks. So if you want to do some team number work with your families, that's great. I still have some Kristen Arwood videos that I want you to work with that help you practice addition and subtraction, because we can't stop thinking about that either. All right, so Guinness has a message for you today. He's sleeping in his little bed today. He's ready to go outside and play. It's a beautiful day. So here we go. It's a Guinness message. You see his paw print? Oh my goodness. It's a long message, Guinness. And you know what? I can't tell if Guinness's message is over. What did he forget? That's right, he forgot an end mark. So that's going to be one of the jobs that we have to fix. All right, so here I go. I'm going to write what Guinness wrote. Oh boy, I see lots of things to fix just in this first line. Get ready. Put your extra special glasses on, your editor's eyes. Oh, he's forgetting lots, boys and girls. That's okay. He had a weekend. Almost done. Good. All right, so here we go. This is what the message says. We're going to do some fixing. I think Jack and Annie will see lots of fish, but I don't know what kind. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to circle what needs fixing. Be patient, there's a bunch. Okay, look at all those circles of things that need to be fixed. All right, so the message begins. I think. So I want you to remember back with when we had our word patterns, and if you have your chart with you, that's great. Look at the ink. Look for the ink pattern. Ink, like sink. If you can find it, or if you remember, you'll notice there's no G in there. So the word is going to be ink. There's your word pattern, ink, right? All right, let's look at Jack. What's missing in the ack pattern? That's right. He's missing that C. Good job. I think Jack and Annie will. Ooh, let's look at that word pattern, ill, like pill. Good. He's missing an L. Nice job. This word is C. Take a look. The E pattern, what's he missing? Another E. Okay. Oh, here's the memory bank word, of. Of is a tricky one. Of breaks all the rules of, looks like this. Okay, last one. Oh, no. So you need the O pattern like snow. So you'll go ahead and put a W in there. Nice job, everybody. Good work. So let's read that message together. Ready? I'm going to cover my marker so I don't write all over my sweatshirt. All right, are we ready? I think Jack and Annie will, good, see lots of fish, but I don't know what kind. Nice job. Nice job. Maybe tomorrow we'll hear what some of the kinds of fish are that Jack and Annie see while they're diving deep down into the ocean. Oh boy, this hair is driving me crazy today. I might have to put it in a barrette. We'll see. All right, so go ahead and hide your tools if you haven't already. And I'm going to share Out of the Ocean with you by Deborah Fraser. Look how beautiful. Those are hibiscus on the front. Tropical flowers. They love it warm. Something she must have found on the beach. I can also tell that she's in a tropical climate because of this kind of tree. What kind is this? That's right, it grows coconuts. It's a palm tree. Do we have palm trees on Cape Cod even though it gets hot in the summer? No, we don't, because it's not warm enough for them all year round. All right, so take a look at these beautiful things that she saw at her beach. All things we could see at ours, right? My mother said, you can ask the ocean to bring you something. If you look, she says, you might find it. Like the sun, she says. She asks for it every morning. And there it is, rising up out of the ocean. Is it true, I ask her? You can ask for anything? Keep watching, she answers. And the next day, the sun rises up out of the water one more time, just like she asked for. Can you ask the ocean for something special? I ask my mother. Every day I ask for water, she says. And look, there's water everywhere. Look how far the water stretches, how it sails above us in clouds bigger than cities. And out there we can see water falling into the ocean all over again from the rain clouds. I know you can ask for the ocean for shells, because every time we go to the beach looking, there they are. Tumbling end over end, arriving empty, most times worn by the sand and the waves. Do you ever collect shells at your time at the beach? You know I do. And sea glass. Oh, there we are. But can you ask the ocean for treasure? Certainly, she said. Just be looking for it. So when we found it, we called it treasure. That broken glass that has rolled around on the ocean floor until it's smooth and glowing. Green and brown are easy to find, but blue, that's special, and red is the rarest of all. Can make you run all the way home just to show someone you found it. One day, a splintered board painted with a white stripe washed in, just what we wanted for the castle we were building. The board found us before we could even ask. At the ocean, things can surprise you like that. Walking this beach, I found pelican feathers, a wooden shoe, floating glass balls, skate egg pouches, plastic boats, abandoned rafts, 2 unbroken sea urchin shells, messages curled inside bottles, carved wooden floats. Listen to all those treasures. treasure she's found at the beach. That's why it's so fun to walk the beach. I found coconuts, sea turtle skulls, a beam from a sunken ship, shark's teeth, and a giant pile of tangled rope. I've carried home all these things, and each one turned out to be just what I wanted. But my mother, she keeps asking for things that are too big to carry home. She asks for the sun and the water and the silver moonlight. She asks for the sounds of the waves, the sea turtle tracks at dawn. Those things are always here, I tell her. You just have to look for them. She laughs and says that now I know her secret. It's not the asking, it's the remembering to look. Remembering to take time, too. And sometimes, she says, the bigger the thing, the easier it is to forget it. I don't think I'll ever forget to see something as big as the sun or the water. We're lucky we can see both of those things too, as much as we want. But just be sure every day that we help each other look. Keep looking for that beauty all around you. If you want a challenge this week, go ahead and take a little trip to the seashore. Draw me a picture and write me a message about all the things that you found or all the things that you saw while you were walking. All right, my friends, goodbye for now. Remember to go write a little bit about what Jack and Annie did yesterday in the beginning of their adventure. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.